A neat little reason about the possibility of Joyboy becoming a pirate. This is all just speculation, but some of you are aware of Joyboy possibly leaving the kingdom to become a pirate. If this turns out true, then why would be the question. We know from the O'Hara incident that the ancient kingdom knew it was doomed, so they made the poneglyphs and scattered them around the world. You probably see where I'm going with this, but what if the main purpose of Joyboy sailing was to deliver the poneglyphs to the AK allies? Poneglyphs are placed into two categories according to Robin in ch 301. Stones that contain information, the one showing the location of Poseidon is strangely one of them according to Robin. Stones that show the location of others, so far we weren't explicitly told about any in the story, but the red poneglyphs could fulfill that purpose since they technically lead to the final poneglyph. Although this is unlikely for a reason. By reading the information poneglyphs, one may know the true history by forming the Rio poneglyph, which is composed of 9 poneglyphs, according to Tamago, of the 26 excluding red ones, so the other 15 could be ones that show the location of others. This is the biggest hiccup. Poneglyphs are huge. There's 30 of them, and worst of all, if the giant straw hat is in fact Joyboy's, then his place of death is probably Mariégeois, so bear with me on this bumpy ride full of speculation. First of all, giant straw hat equals worn by a giant, and at least a giant ship or some galleon that carries all those stones. The stones get made in Wano. The Joyboy crew sails from Laughtale after getting the stones from Wano and start putting the information poneglyphs in countries that are allied to them, and the AK by extension. Like Arabasta and Jaya, Shandora, who show where each ancient weapon is in an orderly fashion to form the Rio poneglyph text, and the location pongelpies to show where the information poneglyphs are. Zunisha leaves the crew, assuming it wasn't a giant elephant already, and takes along one red poneglyph. They reach the New World side of the Red Line. Something happens to Joyboy and most like dies in Mariégeois, while the rest of his crew carries his will and escapes through Phi, therefore delivering the red poneglyph and Joyboy's apology for not showing up to fulfill his promise. The rest of the crew resumes its journey while placing more and more poneglyphs until they finish their task. You might ask why they wouldn't place the Wano poneglyph before the journey begins, since it's made there, and what's up with Zunisha leaving early, and my answer to that is I don't know. It's cooler this way. Maybe they in fact did that. You know, it's not a stupid-ass Joyboy theory without Binks' sake. And to be honest, this only came to me as I was writing this, which is I was a bit shocking. In ch.486, Brooke says this song is one that's sung in times of joy and sadness. We get the flashback in the next chapters, and a few things should be mentioned. Laboon loves Binks' sake, and he's one of those island whales, the same whales we see in the New World that notice Binks' sake and start grinning, then accompany the shush to the surface and collectively go bow just like a happy Laboon whale. Thing happens in ch.654. We see both instances of the Rumbar pirates singing Binks' sake in times of joy with Yorkie and in sadness with Brooke. The song is supposed to lift your spirits, so wouldn't it be perfect to parallel the Brooke events with Joyboy? The crew starts delivering stones with their captain while enjoying this newfound freedom that is piracy, but after the latter's death, the crew has to carry on the task and never give up in those sad times. Remember how the Sea Kings say the whales are delighted in anticipation of the other sovereign, ch.968. This obviously means Joyboy, but doesn't that also connect the whales recognizing the song? Because instinct. and associating it with Joyboy, hence the last 654 panel that looks like a celebration. Let's get to the lyrics. Going to deliver Bink's sake. Following the sea breeze. Riding on the waves. Far across the salty depths. The merry evening sun. The birds sing as they draw circles in the sky. The crew sets off. They enjoy the ride. Farewell to the harbor, to my old hometown. Let's all sing out with a don. As the ship sets sail. Waves of gold and silver dissolve to salty spray. As we all set sail to the ends of the sea. Everyone knows they won't be coming back as their country will be destroyed, but they're keeping a positive attitude. Going to deliver Bink's sake. We are pirates sailing through the sea. The waves are our pillows, the ship our roost. Flying the proud skull on our flags and our sails. They're proud to be pirates. Now comes a storm through the far-off sky. Now the waves are dancing, beat upon the drums. If you lose your nerve, this breath could be your last. But if you just hold on, the morning sun will rise. Facing hardships, but they won't stop. Going to deliver Bink's sake. Today, and tomorrow, our dreams through the night. Waving our goodbyes. We'll never meet again. But don't look so down, for tomorrow night the moon will also rise. They know this is their last voyage. They keep losing crew member because it's one pirate crew versus what destroyed the WG and its allies. And if rather than what I said before, the song was made after Joyboy's death, this part could be about it, but they won't be sad because the purpose of this voyage is for the future generation to carry the will of their nation. Going to deliver Bink's sake. Let's all sing it with a don. A song of the waves. Doesn't matter who you are, someday you'll just be bones. Never ending, ever wandering, our funny traveling tale. The crew is resolute. A final thing to note is another probability of delivering Bink's sake being just a way to hide the true intent and allude to the poneglyph delivery through singing.